Okay, there. Ooh. There we go. Like, ball-bustingly hot today. So, what you're seeing is 93 turns of the Raug Titan thing from the new Frontier Rift Heaven's End. I didn't want to take you guys through the whole Frontier Rift. I'll consider doing it again if I really want to torture myself. But basically, this is probably the worst fucking thing ever, because I'm like really trying to do it and I kept getting killed. Even if I did have Elena UBB up, he would kind of occasionally chew right through that sometimes. You know, like a unit would be on half or lower health, and he would just, punch right through that, punch right through the Angel Idol. So this is why I really want Killzar as soon as possible, because he's really good. And I did beat the Raug Titan in this, but from what I remember, a couple of his things are he has 2 shielding moments on his third phase, one below 70 and one below 30. Or I can't remember if it's like 75 and 35 or 70 and 35 or 75 and 30. But basically, if you get him past a certain point, he activates his shield. Now the shield is pretty fucking big. Now you're wondering right there why the hell I used Haley UBB. Well, I didn't realize the word "big mistake" written all over that. So I didn't realize that he would have gone through another big attack. The Raug Infernal Blast. I didn't realize that until it was too late. I was like, wait a minute. He seems to be doing, all this damage. And I was trying to really just abuse the fact that, Haley's UBB had water elemental damage, I think. Or some kind of damage boost or some kind of BB gauge stuff. So it's like, okay, I'll just see if I can do that, try to get some more damage. I don't know how correct I am there, because by the time the video goes up, it was actually later in the night. Now it's like a day or two after the fact. So basically, I only brought Astrid along just for leader skill disable removal on UBB, but that was for other bosses. So technically right there I could have had Ravia. I could have had anybody else except for Astrid there. And maybe if I had Ravia, I'd be doing slightly more damage, which is something I'll test. I'll keep bringing, my Valen Vidron, my Haley, my Sylvanar, the 2 Elena leads. Now the Elena lead, the Elena friend lead is actually Paradox Foxes from the Discord. And he had Dalthisk and Idrazil Edict, so that kind of saved me a couple times. But I think I should really get, I don't know really if leader skill disable really helps on the UBB, because it just seems like he has a max HP reduction effect. Now, I'm only saying I might try it again, but I'm not really, like 100% like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Because, in a sense, this is probably the worst fight ever. This is, I think, worse than Carnamasta in freaking Eternal Crusade, to be entirely honest. Because, I could actually do Carnamasta in Eternal Crusade, and it was very easy. But here, I really can't say much else, because it was pretty fucking difficult. And I guard a lot. I guard that Elena a lot because, even though she does have a, Idrazil Edict and Dalthisk, I just didn't want her to die by any means. And especially when she guards, she actually gets slightly less damage taken. And as you can see here, everybody's dead, and Elena's the only one left up. So this is going to be awesome. Get everybody but the other Elena back. Not a bad thing, but also I was really kind of waiting for the Elena to die off so that she could get her 70,000 health back, so that it wouldn't be too painful when she would go below, or when he would use Raug Infernal Blast every 4 or 5 turns. You know, like the big Infernal Blast when he. Well, not, I don't think it's Infernal Blast. I think it's something different. But whenever he uses that attack, where he just chunks your fucking health. Now this is like 20 minutes of fighting, so I don't want to sit here for 20 plus minutes because it is kind of annoying just to kind of, sit here and wait and wait and wait. So I'll come back in a few minutes when this is all Okay, so now essentially right around this point, and I know the audio may have cut off weirdly, last segment from when we returned, but basically this is what I'm really trying to look forward to, is seeing that, the Elaine is almost dead, and, his shield's almost down, so that, well, most importantly, so that I can actually give her massive health boost back, her 70k health. But then that means everybody else is going to have low health. But pretty much right here, people are going to start dying off. And it's kind of a good thing because, I kind of need more, more HP full people to, finish off this fight. Because he's not that far away from really being dead. 29% doesn't, it seems, in a never-ending battle like this, it seems like a long way to go. But in reality, it's actually very short. It'll go by very quickly because right now we're about 13 minutes in, about 13, 14 minutes in, and he's almost there. And DOT, well, not DOT, but Damage Reflect gets his shield down. And I don't know who has Damage Reflect. I don't know if I gave anybody specifically a damage reflecting sphere. I don't know if I gave him like the steering wheel or whatever that is, like the masked steer wheel. I don't know if I gave that to Valen Vidron in this run. I think I actually look at his spheres. I don't think I gave anybody a damage reflect. So I don't know who, I don't know who does damage reflect, but eventually I might come back and do this entire Frontier Rift, but I might skip out on the Raug Titan because I might make the Raug Titan his own separate fight guide because he's kind of a pain. He's kind of, an interesting boss to fight, but he's also a royal pain to fight. So let me think. What else is there really to say? I mean, this team was able to take down 4 to 5% each go. So it wasn't really that difficult of a fight. It was just like, how long is it going to take? So yeah. I also wanted to make sure my stuff was turned down because I didn't know how much, because at this point I was like, like half awake. So basically this last part is going to be me constantly trying to get that other Elena alive because I wasted all my other items. But that's pretty much it. It took me 120 something turns. It wasn't that bad, but I was kind of annoyed that I didn't also get my 3 million points. I just barely scratched. What was that? It was like 2.8 million. So I'm kind of jumping around all over the place, but you guys can't see it in the video, but well, you guys can see what I'm doing when I'm recording this stuff, but I was jumping around a little bit here and there, and I don't care about the rift tokens, but I'll try to do this again sometime later if I can reset some units or see how how different spheres affect them. So see you on the next one. Peace out, guys. Okay, pretty much at this point, there's not much to do. Now I will go back, like I said earlier, and I will do, the full thing and make the Raug Titan a separate beast all on its own, because it'll take it'll take a few minutes for me to redo all the stuff that I did. I only got it down to 30-ish% because I really felt like it. I'm like, you know what? Do I really want to, do the whole thing all over again? So sometime later within the day or so, I will actually go back and redo the whole thing. Hopefully trying to do, as much of it on Knox because my computer, well, my phone doesn't have a lot of space because I have a bunch of other videos waiting and, really want to see how well everything's going to be. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get it done today. If I get it done today before maintenance, then that's a good thing. But I might stop before the 5th floor, which is the Titan. I think I just want to do that because it's easy to get. It's easy to get to that point, and we're going to be seeing the new Frontier Rift Hunter, the Frontier Hunter coming out soon. So hopefully, and we're getting, we're getting Brave Festival updates. I think it's the dungeon update. Dark Vortex rewards, and a bunch of other stuff. And there you see me kill it. Good stuff, good stuff. But let me check. Because we're getting... Oh, the stuff's been updated. Okay, let me see. Fire Vortex on the 16th. Ending of Heaven's End is in 2 days, which is weird. So I have to get that done real quick. Raise your rank. So it doesn't seem like there's much left. So it seems like below schedule, and we're getting maintenances. Okay. This is interesting. We're getting a lot of weird maintenances and stuff coming soon. Hopefully by that point we can... Oh geez, I have to actually go back and check when the dungeon is. Dungeon is on the 5th. Yeah, so tomorrow pretty much getting the dungeon. And I want to see what stuff they have in that, I think we're getting all the dungeons. And I really just want to see what stuff we could get from it. Now again, that's pretty much it. I'm actually going to go back and do all the stuff up to this point. So yeah, see you on the next one, guys.